Hi guys, and welcome back to a new video game with powers. I'm Jake. In today's video, I am bringing you another episode of our Marvel Dice Throne Missions campaign, where we are now taking on our 5th mission called the Maggia. All right, if you guys have been following along so far, thank you so much. I hope you have been enjoying this content. I'll go ahead and link our latest video where I took on the nuclear assault mission playing as Iceman. As I mentioned today, we're going to be taking on the mission run called the Maggia. The boss here is going to be the Kingpin, and I will be playing as Cyclops. All right, guys, let's go ahead and jump down to the table where we got everything set up, ready to go. All right, guys, so we're down here at the table where we got everything set up, ready for us to play. Real quick before we dive into this playthrough, guys, again, I just want to show you the progress that we have made on our perk point sheet or our campaign tracker, right? We have completed 4 missions here. Our last mission was the nuclear assault mission, which we did happen to perfect. And today we are taking on the Maggia mission. Now, we did collect 3 perk points for completing and perfecting that nuclear assault mission. And I went ahead and put them here in level 2 or difficulty 2 leadership, which is going to give us a +3 damage bonus token at the start of the game. All right, guys, let's go ahead and jump right in. Let's take a look at our setup here. So of course we are starting with 45 health. We have drawn our 2 cards. We got our 2 CP. We have 3 allies face up. As always, let's go ahead and take a look at our allies. So ally number 1, you have seen him before. His name is Jeff. 1 momentum. Gain a shield. Once per round during your roll phase, spend 1 momentum to add 2 damage as an attack modifier. You can exhaust Jeff during this action to add 2 more damage as an attack modifier. All right, so 4 total damage. Magic, this is a new character we haven't seen before. So 2 momentum on 3 4s, melee attack, deal 1 undefendable damage. Then if the opponent you attack has 9 or less health, set their health to 0. You can exhaust her during this action to deal 3 damage. Wow. That's pretty much a one-shot. That's pretty good. And last but not least, I believe we have seen him before. This is Cloak. All right, 3 momentum, recruit, gain a shield, defensive kicker once per round. You may add range to your defensive ability without spending 1 momentum. And you can exhaust him for 2 momentum to prevent all damage from a single incoming attack. So those are our 3 allies that we have there. We have our enemy dice pool as always. We have our pawn right over here. This is where we're going to kind of be entering into our arena. We got the crisis clock. Let's go ahead and roll for that. So it's going 2 spaces, 1 and 2. Alrighty, we got the mission run set up. Let's go ahead and run through this to see what our mission is here. Again, it is called the Maggia. Mission run. The Maggia has infiltrated New York City government and is wreaking havoc on public safety. Bust up their hideout to gain dossiers, naming all their insiders. So place a plot token on each dossier on the map. All right, so that is what I did not do. That's the last piece. Remember, guys, all of these particular playthroughs that I do, I have not played any of this stuff before. So this is my first time playing through each of these different scenarios. We got a dossier over there. Do we have any more dossiers? Boom, 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 boom. I believe there is just 5. Okay, so our main objective here is to pick up all dossiers before they are destroyed, then move all heroes through the exit or defeat all henchmen. Failure. Henchman crisis abilities will destroy uncovered dossiers. If a single dossier is destroyed, you lose the game. Picking up dossiers. When you end the movement phase adjacent to a dossier, or dossier, I don't know what the proper pronunciation is. Dossier, we'll say. Pick up its plot token. It is now recovered and cannot be destroyed. Upon completion, if you fulfill the main objective, distribute 6 health and 2 momentum. Then flip this board for the final battle. Perfect reward. If your team defeats all henchmen, distribute an additional 8 health and 3 momentum. All right. That's lovely. I do enjoy that. So, this is going to be tough. All right, so that is our main objective. Let's take a look at our henchmen right here. So we got the bruisers, 12 health, and 1 shield. We got 2 of them right here. Multi-strike, melee, deal 8 defendable damage, and we will get to their crisis ability when that crisis clock phase happen. We got point men, so 2 point men right here. 12 health, 1 shield. Multi-strike, range attack, inflict bleed, deal 4 defendable damage. Dreadnought, which we have 1 giant dreadnought here, 20 health, multi-strike, range, deal 6 defendable damage, and then we'll get to its crisis ability again when we hit that on the clock. And last but not least, we have security turrets, so unstoppable threat. This is a multi-strike range attack. If the targeted opponent is not adjacent to a henchman, inflict bleed and deal 4 undefendable damage. So that is our mission set up there with our main objective ready to go. So we've already placed all our random boost tiles out there. We performed all of our scenario specific instructions. Let's go ahead and apply any perks that we might have. So if you guys remember, we do have the grit perk, which is going to increase my starting health by 1. At game start, I can inflict a focus fire token on somebody, and I think what I'm going to do, point men are going to activate, so I'm popping here. I think, ooh, do I knock out this point men first? Yeah, probably knock out this point man first and see, that way I can save this dossier really quickly. All right, we get 1 momentum. Alrighty, and then I get a +3 bonus damage token for myself. So all of my perks have been applied and we are ready to go. Before we dive in, last but not least, guys, let's go ahead and take a look at Cyclops, who we are playing today. So here is going to be his player board. Cyclops' player board right here. Let's take a look at his abilities. So we have hand to hand, right? So deal 4, 5, or 7 undefendable damage. On 4 of a kind, gain battle plan or support. Target acquired, inflict focus fire, then deal 5 defendable damage. We got teamwork, gain 2 support, then deal 5 defendable damage. If a leadership card was previously played this turn, add 2 defendable damage. Never back down, gain battle plan and support, then deal 8 defendable damage. His ultimate, optic blast, gain 3 battle plan, 2 support, inflict 2 focus fire, then deal 11 damage. Regroup to gain 2 battle plan, then deal 6 defendable damage. If a leadership card was previously played this turn, gain support. Strafe, gain 3 battle plan, inflict focus fire, then deal 5 undefendable damage. Assault, gain 3 battle plan, then deal 8 defendable damage. If a leadership card was previously played this turn, add 2 damage. And our defensive roll, recourse here, we're rolling 3 defensive dice. Prevent 1 damage on a satchel symbol. On his ultimate symbol, you may choose to either deal 3 damage or prevent 2 damage. So that is Cyclops' board right there. And again, I have never played Cyclops before, so give me some grace here if I do misplay with him in trying to get his personal playstyle. Last but not least, we have his battle plan card, or his battle, not battle plan card, his player pamphlet, all right? He is a complexity of 4, all right, 4 out of 6. Let's take a look at his battle plan. So the stack limit here is going to be 4. You can spend these tokens. 1 token, you can examine a chosen opponent's hand. 3 tokens, you can look at the top 3 cards of your deck. If any of them are leadership cards, you can reveal 1 of them to your opponent and add it to your hand. Each remaining card may be discarded or put back in any order. 3 tokens, you can inflict focus fire on a chosen opponent. Support, stack limit of 3. Spend 1 token, a chosen player gains 1 CP. 1 token, a chosen player may re-roll 1 of their dice at any time. 3 tokens, a chosen player may draw 1 card. Last but not least, we have Focus Fire here with a stack limit of 2. When a player with this token is attacked by an opponent, the attacker increases their damage by 1. This is a persistent attack modifier. And then there are his dice, 3 fists, 2 pouch, and 1 blast. All right, guys. Well, look, I think we got everything set up. If I did miss anything, I do apologize, but I believe we are ready to dive in and play this mission. So, let's go ahead and move. So our point men here, this crisis ability is going to activate for our point men, which said if no hero is adjacent to you, destroy a dossier, all right? So we need to make sure not a single dossier is destroyed. So in order for that, we got to be adjacent to these guys. So unfortunately for me, I am going to have to move either here or here so that I am adjacent to both of them. And honestly, I think, well, the Dreadnought is ranged anyway. I think what I might do is pop myself here. All right, well, actually, it might be useful to remove that status effect if I get hit with anything. I think what I'm going to do is pop myself right here in this space. So I am adjacent to both of them. So these dossiers will be safe for right now. And that is going to be my movement. So I will go ahead and go into my main phase. So I get 1 CP. And we draw 1 card. Let's take a look at the cards we have in our starting hand. Actually, I probably should have looked at that first. Remove all status effects from a chosen player. Tip it. All right, increase the value of 1 die. Need a hand. Gain 3 support. If another leadership card was previously played this turn, draw 1 card. Never back down 2. Ooh, I like that. And then Selfless. A chosen player prevents 3 incoming damage. If the chosen player was a teammate, you may choose to receive 2 damage in order to prevent an additional 3 incoming damage. Alrighty, so I think what we will do right away is, you know what? Ooh, let's go. Let's spend 1 CP, or 1 momentum, I'm sorry, and let's grab Jeff. All right, let's grab Jeff. When you recruit Jeff, you will gain a shield. All right, so I will gain a shield, and Jeff is going to allow me to spend 1 momentum to add some damage. Let's see the new ally we come out. We familiar face in Mantis, so 2 momentum. Once per round is an instant action, spend 1 momentum, a hero heals for 2. I can exhaust her during that to heal for an additional 3. All right. Then I think what I'm going to do is play or upgrade Never Back Down. All right. So 1 CP is going to be able to do that. All right. So we are Never Back Down 2. So that deals 9 defendable damage. Okay. If a leadership card was previously played this turn, gain an additional battle plan and support. So my leadership cards are 1 CP gains me 3 support. If another leadership card was played this turn, draw 1 card. 3 support allows me to draw a card or gain CP. Okay. I think I'm going to hold on to everything that I have right now, and let's go ahead and roll. All right. I don't really know what I want for stuff. Woof. Okay, we got a 6. We got a 5, a 5, a 4, and a 2. So that's 2 6s are going to be Never Back Down. 2 battle plan, 6 defendable damage on a small straight. Let's go ahead and keep the 6. And actually, I could keep that and get battle plan right away with the tippet. So let's see what we get. Oh, there's my 6. Alrighty. And that's that. Let's go one more time for a roll. Let me grab a 3. Perfect. Okay, so look at that right over there. We have got Never Back Down 2. So 3 fists and 2, I don't know what they call that, a blast. All right, so we are going to gain a battle plan. So we'll gain 1 battle plan and support. Alrighty, 1 battle plan and support. Then deal 9 defendable damage. If a leadership card was previously played this turn, gain an additional battle plan and support. So 9 defendable damage is coming to our henchman, and I actually have a +3 token, which I will spend my +3 to make that 12. So 12 defendable damage. +1 from our focus fire is going to be 13 damage. So 3 is going to hit his shield, and then 10 is going to be left over, which is going to drop him all the way down to 2 health remaining. Alrighty. That is going to be the conclusion of my offensive role phase. We will go into my main phase 2. And 3 support. What does support do? My stack limit on support is 3. I can spend 1 to gain a CP, spend 1 to reroll a die, or spend 3 to draw 1 card. I think I'm going to hold on to everything that I have right here. So I will end my second main phase. All right, we will go to the henchman phase here. And let's see what we get. Okay. Bruisers do not activate. All right. Bruisers don't activate. The point men will first. All right. Point men will activate first. Jeez. So both these point men will attack me. Well, I believe it says left to right, but I'll just go this guy, then this guy. So point man first. So this is a multi-strike range, inflict bleed, and deal 4 defendable damage. So I get hit with bleed. All right, 4 defendable damage is coming my way. I will roll 3 for defense. All right, on a 6, you may choose to either deal 3 damage or prevent 2. The fist gives me nothing. So I can deal 3 damage back to this guy, or I can prevent 2 of it. So, the 3 damage is not gonna proc that. So you know what? I might do that. So let's go ahead and deal 3 damage back to him. So he is gonna be at 9. All right, he will be at 9. And let me put this away. And I do believe, what is that? That is the roll phase action. I'll save that for now. Okay. So he is dealing 4 defendable damage to me. I will go ahead and spend my shield, so I will only take 1. All right. I will only take 1 damage. So that was this guy. Now we're going to do this guy right here. All right. So he's going to be attacking me now. So let me roll for my defense here. And let's see what I get. Ooh, so I prevent 1 per pouch. And then that gives me nothing. So I prevent 2 of that, but I do get hit with another bleed. So I will only take 2 damage. So 1 and 2. All right, so I took 2 damage from this guy, 1 damage from this guy because I prevented 3 of it with my shield. Chose to deal 3 damage back to him. So that is both of our point men, all right? Next, we need to activate our Dreadnought. So yellow, swirly and yellow, or orange, swirly, yellow. So he's going to strike from range and deal 6 defendable damage. In order for me to activate my defense ability here, I do need to spend 1 momentum at range. I currently have 0 momentum, so I can't. So I got to take all 6 of that damage. So 3 is going to drop me down to 40, and then another 3 is going to bring me down to 37. And then our security turrets, if the targeted opponent is not adjacent to a henchman, inflict bleed. Okay, so I am. So that is clear. All right, beautiful. Next, that is the end of that. We go to the crisis clock phase. So we will shift to our point men right here. So if no hero is adjacent to you, destroy a dossier. Otherwise, deal 3 collateral damage to all heroes within melee range. So boom, boom for both of them. So that is going to be 6 collateral damage, bringing me down to 31. Whew. This is that's a rough one, guys. Okay. Next, we are going to go back up top to the movement phase. All right, so movement phase first. The bruisers are going in 1 turn. So if no hero is adjacent to you, so really it's there. Okay. I think what we do, I got 2 turns for the bruisers, so I'm okay for right now. Ooh, he can pretty much die. Let's go here, grab this +2. Yeah, let's grab this +2 and give me +2 for right now. Give me a +2 token. All right, that was my movement phase. We go to my upkeep. I got to roll for bleed. So let me roll 2 dice. I get a 4 and 4, so I believe it's 5 and 6. Bleed goes away. Let me double check. On a 5 and 6, remove the target. On not, we are dealing 2 damage. So I'm down to 29 for bleed. All right, let me gain 1 CP. And we are going to draw 1 card. Never surrender. All right, so gain battle plan. If another leadership card was previously played this turn, gain 3 battle plan instead. Okay. Yee, what do we got? Gain 3 support. Okay. Inflict focus fire on chosen opponent. I'm going to hold on to this stuff right now, and we are going to roll some dice. So let's roll my dice, and what do we get? Ooh, we got a 6. I got 3, 2, 3, 5. I could spend 1 CP and tip it and do battle plan. Do I really need to deal 9 to him though? I don't think I really do. Let's see what else we got. Inflict focus fire, deal 4 defendable damage, gain 2 support, then deal 5 defendable damage. Small straight, gain 2 battle plan. That might actually be worth it. 2, 3. I'm gonna keep 6, 5. And let's see what we get. 6, 5, 1, 1. Let's keep 6. I don't know if I want to keep. Let's get rid of the 6. Ooh, let's get rid of the 6. Let's keep 1, 5 and roll everything else and see what happens. Whoa. All right. Well, teamwork it is. Okay. So we are going with teamwork. So gain 2 support. All right, we're going to gain 2 support. The support stack limit is 3. Deal 5 defendable damage. If a leadership card was previously played this turn, add 2 damage. So it was not. 5 defendable damage. He's going to take 1 more because of focus fire for 6. That is going to be enough to defeat him. All right, focus fire will go away. We do need to get a death token. Let me grab some death tokens really quickly, and I will gain 2 momentum for that. So gain 2 momentum for defeating him. Okay, that will be the conclusion of my offensive role phase. We'll go into my second main phase here. I can spend 3 to draw a card, which 1, 2, 3, 4. You know what? I think I might do that. Let's spend 3 support right here to draw a card. And what do we get? Not this time. Chosen player prevents 6 incoming damage. All right, that is probably perfect. So I got 1 battle plan left over. What is this? Gain 3 support. Gain a battle plan. What does battle plan do? 3 battle plans inflict focus fire. 3 let me look for a leadership card. Okay, so battle plan is not really that useful for right now. Well, actually, battle plan is because I can use that. Okay, I think I'm going to end my phase right there. Let's go to the henchman phase. All right, so boom and boom. So bruisers will activate, and then dreadnought, or these scary turrets will activate. Bruisers, they are melee, all right? So I am not in melee range of the bruisers. They do not pop. No pointmen, no dreadnought, security turrets. Again, if the target opponent is not adjacent to a henchman, I am adjacent to the dreadnought right here. So security turrets do not pop. All right, we will move the crisis clock, and I must discard 1 card. Oof. We'll gain battle plan, all right, or discard battle plan. I'll discard battle plan, and that'll be the end of our crisis clock phase. Okay, going to the movement phase. Bruisers are gonna pop. I need to get adjacent to them so they do not pop the dossier here. So we're gonna maneuver in between here on this spot. We do grab an evasive token, however, which is fantastic. All right, evasive token, which is fantastic. And then I'm adjacent, so when you end the movement phase adjacent to a dossier, pick it up. So I have picked this one up, so we are safe. All right, we are safe. And in my movement phase, we'll go to my upkeep phase now. I need to roll For bleed, we do get a 6, so one of these bleeds does get removed. However, I do take 1 damage down to 28. Alrighty, we will go into my main phase. So 1 CP, draw a card. What do we get? Hold. Draw 1 card, then draw an additional card for each other leadership card that was previously played this turn. Ooh, that might be really, really good. So I could gain 3 support. You know what? Let's do that. All right. Let's spend 1 CP and play Need a Hand. So gain support. If another leadership card was previously played this turn, draw 1 card. So this will be my first leadership card for this turn. So I would gain 3 support. Alrighty. Then I will spend 1 CP to do hold, draw 1 card, then draw an additional card for each other leadership card that was previously played this turn. So I would draw 1 additional card. So spend this 1 CP. So I would draw a card. What do we get? 1 more time. All right. Then I would draw an additional because I did play 1 leadership card. We do have pouch power. Okay, roll 1 plus an additional die for each other leadership card that was previously played this turn. On that, I gain a support. On that, I gain battle plan. On that, I draw 1 card. Wow, we are gonna stack this up. Okay, so this is a free action. Ooh, actually, what I'm gonna do is spend all 3 of my support here to draw a card. All right, we got target acquired. All right, target acquired and uppercut. I think right away we'll spend 2 CP to do target acquired. All right, upgrade that. Let's go ahead and play pouch power for free, maybe. Yeah, let's play pouch power for free. All right, so roll 1 dice plus an additional die for each other leadership card that was played this turn. So I played 2 leadership cards this turn. So that is gonna be 3 dice. All right, on this symbol, I gain support. Alrighty, and then for this, I gain a battle plan. Alrighty, perfect. I will spend both of these, well, I'll spend 1 of these supports as a token to gain a CP. And then let's see, a chosen player may additional roll up. I will, let's get rid of the other support to generate another CP. Just give me some options here. Okay, so I believe that's everything that I kind of want to do in my main phase here. And let's go to my offensive role phase. All right. Wow, okay. Target acquired is inflict focus fire, then deal 5 damage. If a leadership card was previously played this turn, inflict an additional focus fire. We got 2, 3, 4. If leadership card gains support. We want to keep. I kind of want to keep 1, 2, and 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. Gain 3 battle plan. Then deal 8 damage. If a leadership card to deal 2. You know what? Actually, that's what I might do. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4. Ooh, I gotta turn that to a 5. Eesh. Let's see what we can roll this. 6. Whoo. I do have target acquired. I believe I get 1 more roll. Do I want to try for never back down? Let's see. Whoo, look at that, guys. We got it. All right. Never back down. So gain a battle plan. All right, gain a battle plan and support. That's what I like to see. If a leadership card was previously played this turn, gain an additional battle plan and support. So I'd gain additional support. May spend to activate once per turn. So I believe I can activate these battle plans anytime. So I'll spend 3 to inflict focus fire on, who am I going after? We'll go after this guy right here. Inflict focus fire, and then I would generate 1 additional battle plan. Okay. 9 defendable damage, 10, 11. So 11, and then +1 for the focus fire is going to be 12. So 3 is going to get blocked. 9 is going to be left over. So he should have 3 left. He should only have 3 health left over. So that's 10 and 3. All right, so 3 health left over for him. And that is going to be the conclusion of my offensive roll phase. Can I do anything? Nope, that's prevent. Okay. It's the end of, wait, actually I can. I can spend 1 momentum to activate Jeff to gain an additional 2 damage, and then I can exhaust Jeff to add 2 more damage to that for 4 more defendable damage, which in fact would be enough to take him out. All right. So actually that worked out perfect. So he's going to be knocked out. I gain 2 momentum for that. Jeff is exhausted, so he's going back to the bottom of our pile here. And what we're going to do next is, so that will be the conclusion of offensive roll phase. We're moving into my main phase. Here's the question. I can grab Cloak. I get a shield. Once per round, you may add a range to your defense ability without having to spend momentum. Pointman and Dreadnought both have range. That might be useful. Or Mantis is always there. I think what I'm going to do is do Cloak. That's probably the smart option, is spend 3 momentum, grab Cloak. All right, Cloak is going to allow me to get a shield here, and then I don't have to spend once per round. I don't have to spend for my ranged, which both Pointman and Dreadnought have range. Okay, conclusion of my secondary offensive roll, or secondary main phase. Let's roll some dice. Okay, so bruisers don't go. Pointmen actually don't go. Dreadnought is going, okay? Dreadnought, range, multi-strike, 6 defendable damage. Your boy does not have to spend to activate his defensive ability with Cloak. I knew Cloak was coming in handy. So let me grab 3 dice here and let's see what we roll. So we blank, all right? I think what I'm gonna do is spend 1 CP to play 1 more time. This is during their offensive roll phase. Okay, well, I will just blank. And I think what we're going to do is spend 1 CP and play Not This Time to prevent all 6 of that damage. So 1 CP, prevent all 6 of that, and I take no damage. I want to hold on to this evasive here for a sec. In case I really need it. So we prevented all 6. Let's move over to our bruisers right here. So bruisers are going to pop. If the hero is not adjacent to you, destroy a dossier. All right. And then otherwise inflict knockdown on all heroes within melee range. So I will take a knockdown token for that. Okay. End of that phase. We are moving on. So I think what I'm going to do next is we are going to move over to here would collect that, which that might be one. That might be the best thing. So move here. I would collect this dossier, so I don't have to worry about that. I can remove 1 status effect, which I will, or gain that. I will remove this knockdown, because no, we do not like the knockdown. And that's my movement phase. So we'll go to my upkeep phase. I do need to roll 1 dice. We do get a 4, so I do take 1 damage. All right, dropping me down to 27. Let's go ahead and gain 1 CP. Let's go ahead and draw 1 card. Vegas, baby. That's what I like to see. Play that right away. And let's grab something. 3 CP. That's a 5. Goes up to 6. Half of that. 1, 2, and 3. Woo-wee. That's what I like to see. Vegas, baby. All right. Let's go into my offensive role phase. Let's see what we want to do. Don't got anything. Ooh, my bad. It's been a while. We got to get Squirrel Girl out here. All right, Squirrel Girl. Once per round during your main phase, spend 3 momentum. All heroes gain bonus damage +1. Choose a face-up boost tile anywhere on the map. Pick it up. Exhaust her during that to gain a +2 damage token instead. My bad, guys. I forgot to put another hero out there. I'm just so juiced up. Excited to play Cyclops right here. Actually, I'm not. Cyclops is pretty cool. More of a support character, it seems like. But I'm having to think a lot because of this dossier situation. Okay, let's go ahead and roll some dice and let's do some Damahe. Why not? Okay. Hoo-wee! Look at that right away. Mwah! Chef's kiss. I love it. I love it. Now the question is, do I instead go for, you know what? We got it right away. We're not even going to fuss around or bustle with it. So we do have our Never Back Down 2. So gain 1 battle plan. All right, gain 1 support. All right, and then deal 9 defendable damage. So that's going to take him down to 11. All right, that drops him down to 11. And if a leadership card was played this turn, gain an additional battle plan and support, which I did not. So that is going to be the conclusion of my offensive role phase there. We're going to go into my secondary main phase. I'm going to spend all 3 of my tokens here. Support tokens to draw a card. All right, we got regroup. Ooh, I like that. I like that. We're going to go ahead and spend 1 CP right away to go ahead and upgrade that ability. So 1 CP. I can now gain 3 battle plan, 6 defendable damage. If a leadership card was previously played this turn, add 1 damage to that. Okay, do I want to do anything else at this particular time? I do not. Let's go ahead and go to the... Woo! All right. Bruisers don't activate. Point men don't activate. Dreadnought does not activate. Security turrets do not activate because I am adjacent to a henchman. I love to see that. Let's go ahead and rotate across the clock and bring it back up top. So Dreadnought, destroy an adjacent dossier. So if a hero is not adjacent, destroy an adjacent dossier. That dossier has already been collected, so I don't have to worry about that. These guys are going next, so I need to really work on picking up these dossiers from these guys. So I think what I'm gonna do is, let's go. Let's go over here and grab this dossier and say what's up to this guy. All right, say what's up to this guy. That was my movement phase. Upkeep, I need to roll for bleed. All right, 3. I am taking 1 bleed damage here, down to 26. Let's go into my upkeep or my main phase now. 1 CP, 1 card, triple up. That's what I like to see. Play that right away. 1, 2. Give me 3 cards. What you got for me, guys? We got a attack now modifier. Roll, increase my damage, inflict focus fire. We got assault 2. Ooh-wee. Alrighty. And what else do we got? We got bye-bye. Remove a chosen status effect token. Okay. Let's see. I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. All right. I'm going to spend 2 CP right away. Let's upgrade assault to assault 2. Let me go 1, 2, dragging that down. I got 2 battle plans. 3 battle plans allows me to inflict something. You know what? Let me sell 1 more time for 1 CP, bringing me up to 2 just so I got something to work with for right now. And let's go ahead and roll some dice. Let's go ahead and roll some dice. Let's see what we got here. I got a lot of juicy stuff that I want to play. All right, we got a 6. We got a 5. All right, we got a, I might be able to add 2 damage. I'd have to play a leadership card, which this is a leadership card. I might be able to one-shot that guy. Maybe. Okay, I might be able to one-shot this guy. So let's keep the 6 and a 5. I can make that a 4. Let's see what we got with this. Actually, let me grab the 3. Let's see. That's a 5-5. Yeesh. 553. What is that right now? Teamwork. I really don't want teamwork. Let's keep the 6, 5, 4, 3. See, this is a 2. 4. Okay, well, that's actually not bad. 6, 5, 4, 3. 6, 5, 4, 3. Can I adjust that? I could tip it. Tip the, what would make that work? Tip the, add 6. If a leadership card was play 1, gain 3 battle plan. Okay, you know what? He probably will still live, but we'll see what happens. So we'll just go with our 6, 5, 4, 3 right here, which is gonna be our small straight. So gain 3 battle plan. I'm gonna use that 3 battle plan to basically just turn this straight into a focus fire token on him. We are going to deal 6 defendable damage. If a leadership card was previously played this turn, add 1 damage. And I'm going to do attack now. So attack now for 1 CP. We're going to roll 5 dice. And what do we get? All right, so we get 1, 2 on a 6, inflict focus fire again. All right, stack limit on focus fire is 2. So that's going to be 3 more damage. 3, 4, 5, so 6, so 12 damage is actually coming out. So 3 is going to be blocked from his shield, and 9 is going to be left over. Again, guys, what we're doing there is we did 6. I played this leadership card, which is going to add an additional 1. That added 3 damage. He already had a focus fire on there. The 6 inflicted the focus fire again, so that does count. And that is the 12 damage that we needed. 9 plus 3 is 12, right? I think my math is correct. So he has been defeated, and we do gain 2 momentum for that. All right, that is the conclusion of my offensive role phase. Let's go into my secondary main phase. I can spend 2 damage or 2 momentum to prevent all damage from a single incoming attack. Ooh, I like that. All right, let's roll some dice. Ooh, all right, so bruisers go, but they are adjacent or they're melee. Nobody else pops. Security will pop, inflict bleed, and deal 4 undefendable damage. Prevent all damage from a single incoming attack. Is this technically an incoming attack? I don't know. I'll just take it. Bring me down to 22. All right. And that will be the end of that phase. We will move the crisis clock to our dreadnought. So if no hero is adjacent to you, destroy a dossier. Otherwise, inflict burn and on all heroes. Here's what's interesting. No hero is adjacent, so he would destroy a dossier. The dossier has already been picked up, right? So when you end your movement phase adjacent to a dossier, pick it up. It is now recovered and cannot be destroyed. So he can't destroy it. Otherwise, so in this instance, I think the otherwise would apply. So he can't do that. So then otherwise he would inflict burn. All right, he would inflict burn on all heroes within melee range, but I'm not in melee range, sucker. All right, so actually nothing actually bad happens to me. Look at that. That's awesome. My objective is I'm still trying to defeat all heroes. So let's go ahead and, ooh, man, there's a lot of good stuff that is out there that I can try and maneuver here. So I think let's go here for 5. Let's get 5 health back. So let's go back up to 27. All right. That's my movement. Upkeep phase, I got to roll for bleed. All right, so 1 bleed goes away, and then I take 1 damage. So that goes down to 26. Gain 1 CP. Draw a card. And no matter what, add 2 damage, then add additional 2 damage for each other leadership card that was previously played this turn. Okay, spend 2 CP for bye-bye. I'm gonna hold on to this stuff right now. Let's roll some dice. Let's roll some dice. Sheesh. 6, 5, 4. Let's go. Keep the 2. Let's roll that. 5. One more time. We get a 4. All right, so I will have to spend 1 CP. Spend 1 CP, and we are gonna play Tip It. All right, Tip It, and we are going to decrease this 4 to a 3. So I will have 6, 5, 4, 3, and 2, which is enough for our Assault 2. So gain 4 battle plans. So 1 battle plan, 3 other battle plans are gonna convert into a Focus Fire, which I'm gonna put on this guy right here. We're gonna put the Focus Fire on that guy. So 3, 1, all right, I will spend my 3 battle plan to, well, actually, I might not need to. So I'm dealing 9. This would be 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. He's got 11, so wait, that's 9, 10, 11. I will spend 3 to put Focus Fire on him. And then I don't have to spend this leadership card right now to add 2 damage. Or, you know what? Actually, I might keep the battle plan and then just spend the card. And, well, nah. The battle plan actually makes more sense. Spend battle plan, put Focus Fire on him. So deal 9 defendable, 10, 11. So 11 defendable damage coming his way. That'll be enough to knock him out. All right, so he does get knocked out. Oops. He does get knocked out. And I grab 2 more momentum. 1, 2 for that. All right, guys. That is going to be the end of my offensive roll phase right here. We'll go into my secondary main phase, do nothing, and we will roll some dice. All right, bruisers are going. Their melee damage. This guy is hitting me with a bleed and then 4 undefendable damage, dropping me back down to 22. All right, move to Crisis Clock. I lose 1 CP. And back up top to the movement phase. Shoo-wee. I think what we do here is let's move here, gain 1 status effect, remove 1 status effect from myself. So remove a bleed. All right, that'll be my movement. Let's roll for bleed. We do get a 4, so that still does hit me with a bleed. All right, let's gain 1 CP. Let's draw a card. And we get try again. Reroll or a chosen teammate. I'm just gonna sell this for a CP for right now. And then let's go ahead and roll some dice. Now I'm 9 light years away, so I am gonna have to spend 4 range. So let me just spend my 1 momentum for range right now to gain range. And again, we get a 6. That's a 5. Do I have anything that can alter dice? Nope. That'd be nice because I could hit him with Never Back Down. Let's keep this. Let's see if we can get a 6. That's a 1. And ooh-wee. Let's try one more time. 1 out of 6 chance. 5. All right. Well, that's unfortunate. The only thing I believe I can do is yeah, the only thing I believe I can do. Actually, no, I got target acquired. Look at that. I wasn't even paying attention. Target acquired. So inflict Focus Fire. So Focus Fire on him. We are dealing 5 defendable damage. If a leadership card was played, do an additional modifier. So we will spend 1 CP to add 2 damage to that, which it was. So inflict an additional. All right, so we are dealing 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. All right, so 9 defendable damage is coming his way. 3 is going to be blocked. 6 is going to be left over, so that I'm just going to turn that 10 into a 4. So he does have 6 health remaining, okay? That will be the end of my main phase. We'll go to the phase over here. Nobody activates. Security turrets doesn't activate. We go to our pointmen. No pointmen remain. So that is over. Back up top to my movement phase. So I got to pick up all dossiers before they are destroyed, then move all heroes through the exit or defeat all henchmen. So defeating henchmen basically allows me to do that. Okay, let's go ahead and generate, man, I really don't need momentum. Let's draw a card. Let's go down here. Well, actually, I don't want to keep spending my momentum for range. That's a tough one, guys. Do I want a card or momentum? Both momentum will cancel out, so why don't we just do that? So generate 1 momentum for 4. All right, that's my movement. Let's go ahead and roll for bleed. We do get a 6, so bleed is gone. All right. Generate 1 CP, draw a card. What do we get? Locked in. Inflict focus fire on a chosen opponent. If this is the first leadership card played, gain support. All right, well, don't need to do anything that. We're just going to go ahead and spin for range right away and roll some dice. Do I have that right away? Teamwork. That should be enough to get the job done. So teamwork. Gain 2 support. 1 and 2. 2 support, deal 5 defendable damage, 6, 7 defendable damage. That is going to be enough to take him out. So 4 and 2. Focus fire goes away. All right, we need to put a death icon on that man. So I generate 2 momentum for that. And that is going to be the end of my offensive roll phase. So that is the end of this current phase. Okay, so we have completed the objective because I have defeated or defeat all henchmen. Okay, so upon completion, if you fill the main objective, distribute 6 health and 2 momentum. We perfected it to gain an additional 8 and 3. So we'll get 5 momentum, bringing me up to 10. And then what do we got? I can do math, so 14. So am I correct in that? Yeah, 14. So that'll be 10, bring me up to 35 for the health for perfecting this mission. All right, guys, let's go ahead and flip this over and finally take on Kingpin. All right, guys, so back down here on the other side of our mission sheet, we got our boss fight taking on Kingpin, right? Everyone has a price. Sometimes that price is the safety of our loved ones. So as always, guys, we're gonna start right from the top. We got our pawn near the map. We got the crisis clock right here. We are gonna roll our dice 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. All right, that's where that thing is landing. Let's take a look here at our boss setup. So boss fight. As you exit the hideout, a large figure confronts you in the garage. You think those dossiers name everyone? I've got one last list of names here. Kingpin utters as he cracks his knuckles. Let's see if you can take it from me. Oh, Kingpin, I'm surely about to take this from you. All right. 30 health, 20 per hero, 3 per oppression. So you know what that means. We got 50 health for Mr. Kingpin over here. Main objective is to reduce him down to 0. You win. All compromised government officials are identified and removed from the office. And here are our crisis abilities. We will go through them as we move through. And if anybody has watched the new Daredevil series on Disney, Born Again, I actually like that one. I think it was a good take on Kingpin. We've got our boost tiles randomly placed up, and thankfully, by the grace of God, we got 3 health tiles, so I'm going straight for those. Any scenario-specific instructions, that's all we need. And we're ready to jump in, guys. Let's not waste any time here. I'm going straight for our 6-piece health all the way up top over here. So 6 health onto me, bringing me back up to 41. All right, bringing me back up to 41. That is going to be my movement phase. We will gain 1 CP. We will draw 1 card twice as wild. All right, 1 card twice as wild, and then we are ready to go. I don't have any more bleed, thankfully. Locked in. Inflict focus fire on a chosen opponent. We'll spend 1 CP to do locked in. So drop down to 2. Let's go ahead and inflict focus fire on Mr. Kingpin there. And jump right in. Here we go. Rolling some dice. Woof, right away. That never back down. I do enjoy that one. It's a lot of damage. There we go. Perfect. We got never back down. So gain battle plan in support. So 1 support and 1 battle plan here. I will spend all 3 of my support here to draw a card very quickly, and we get transference. Alrighty. Deal 9 defendable damage if a leadership card was played this turn. Gain another support and battle plan. Alright. 9 defendable damage, 10 defendable damage. So 10 damage is bringing him down to 40. His defense, Kingpin prevents 3 damage or the attacker receives 2. I'll take 2 damage. I don't care about that. That's an easy decision. All right, that is his defense. So we will move into our main phase 2. I'm not going to do anything. And now let's roll for Mr. Kingpin. Dude, we're going to knock this guy out in like 3 hits. All right, we got a 2 and a 3 here. So I'll need to put some boost tiles out. So we got a, where's 2? 2's got to be over here somewhere. 2 right there is being covered, and 3 with the boost tiles. And let's see what he activates. He's got judo throw. All right. Oh, I actually need to spend 1 momentum for our melee. Or because I am ranged, I need to spend 1 momentum for that, okay? This is multi-strike melee range, deal 5 undefendable damage. I am not close to him, so I don't take no damage. Again, also guys, real quick, I am gonna apologize. I'm gonna try and speed through this very quickly. My camera battery is low, and I wanna make sure that I'm able to get this full playthrough done in time, because I don't wanna have to reset it all over again. All right, next we need to advance our crisis clock. Roll 1 dice and gain a shield. All right, we're getting a shield on a orange, and he does not. Perfect. Okay, back up to me. Let's see what we want to do. I'm good on health for right now. Let's get close to him. Let's draw another card. So let's go here, draw a card. Let's see what we get. Strafe 2. All right, strafe 2 and check your pockets. That's what I like to see. Upkeep phase, don't have anything in the upkeep. Gain 1 CP, draw another card. We get so wild. Oof, guys, we might be able to bust out the ultimate. Let's sell transference here. All right, for 1 CP, bringing me up to 4. Let's go, I need 5. Yeesh, let's go. What status effects? Sell that for 5. And let's see if we can bust them out with a ultimate. All right, roll some dice here. Oh, that 5 doesn't count. All right, we got 2. I like it. I like it. Ultimate incoming. 1 more time. And nada. Okay, let's go. Let's take this by what? Okay, change the value of any 2 dice for 3 CP. 1, 2, 3. These are both going to be 6s. We got to get off the ulti here. And then, so wild, 2 CP, change the value of any 1 die. So bring me down to 0. This is going to go to a 6. And we do have our Optic Blast. So gain 3 battle plan. 1 battle plan, spend 3 of these to do a focus fire. I would get 2 and 3 battle plan. All right, gain 2 support. I love to see it. Inflict 2 focus fire, which focus fire is already maxed up. Deal 11, 12, 13 damage. All right, so 13 undefendable damage. So that is 10. And then that's going to drop him down to 27. All right, that's going to drop him down to 27. So he cannot defend off that. I will go ahead and conclude my offensive role phase there. We will go to him. Let's see what he's bringing. Ooh, actually, yeah, I'll hold on to everything I got right now. Let's see what he's got. So we're going 6 and 4. So we get a 6 and 4. And what's he doing? We got... Oh, is he really blanking again? He blanks again. Wow, that's crazy. Okay, so we're gonna go to the crisis clock phase, the hand. Each hero within melee range chooses receive 4 collateral damage or gain concussion. I'll take 4 damage, bringing me down to 35. That's all right. You brutal grapple. All right, so he's got me by my neck right now after I blasted him with my optic blast. All right. Back over to me. Let's go ahead and go over here to 3. All right, give me 3 health. Back up to 1, 2, 3, back up to 38. All right, let's gain 1 CP. And let's draw a card. Get that out of here. Remove a status token. I'm just gonna sell this for 1 CP right away. Let's spend 2 CP. All right, let's grab Strafe. All right, so unlock Strafe. I will spend all 3 of these support tokens to gain 3 CP. All right, just that's because I like to have options here. And let's roll some dice. Now I am gonna have to spend momentum to do what we need to do here. Let's see what we got. We got a 6. 6-3. I do got target acquired. 6-5. Battle plan really isn't going to help me right now. I just need to try and do the most damage. So large straight or never back down. Let's hold on to these. Let's see. Oh, there it is. Beautiful. All right. Never back down. So gain a battle plan. All right. I got 3 battle plans and gain a support. Love to see it. Leadership card was not played, deal 9 defendable damage. So 7 is going to take him down to 20. And then there's going to be 2 left over, bringing him down to 18. All right. Plus 2 more. I don't know if I added the last 2 last time. I'm not sure. Oh, well. If he gets an extra 2 health, then he gets an extra 2 health. Okay. So... that's that phase, main phase. Skip the main phase. Let's go to him. All right, we got a 2 and a 6. So 2 and 6. All right, he does have triple orange again. So that is gonna be a judo throw, which he is not, I am not within melee range. So I evade that. Let's go to our crisis clock. Peak fitness, remove 1 negative status token from yourself. So we will remove that. And now we go back to my turn. So I think what we're gonna do is let's pop up next to him. Pop up like toast, 1 CP. Bring me up to 4. Let's go ahead and gain another CP and draw 1 card, which is double up, which we're gonna go ahead and do. Spend 1 CP. And let's draw 2 cards. We get 6 it. And Helping Hand, select one of your opponent's dice, force them to re-roll it. We'll sell that for a CP, bringing me up to 5. And I will spend 3 battle plan, put focus fire back onto him, and let's roll some dice. All right. 6. Let's keep all this. Ooh, you know what? Let's make it plain and simple. Let's do this. Spend 1 CP, 6 it. Well, actually, let me roll dice first. Let's see. 2. Okay. Spend 1 CP to play 6 it. So 4. It's going to turn this to a 6. Right here. Boom. We got battle plan again, or we have never back down 2. So 1 battle plan, 1 support, 9, 10, 11 defendable damage. So 10 is going to bring him down to 6. 1 more is going to be 5. That is defendable. So his defendable is range. I will receive 2 damage for that. 1, 2. And I don't think I did my damage last time for battle plan, so I'll take another 2 damage. Again, sorry guys, I really do apologize. Just trying to blow through this very quickly. So I believe that was everything. I took my 2 damage from last time, took my 2 damage from now. Second main phase, we're gonna skip that, roll some dice. We need a 5 and a 4, so 4 and then 5 right there while I'm on, but I won't green the crit. And then he is popping off with nothing again. Holy smokes, right? He needs orange, orange, yellow, orange, orange, cross, orange, orange, orange. All right, well, he does nothing. So back to me. Think I'm just gonna pop up over here, gain a CP, draw a card. Getting paid, gain 2 CP, play that for free, bring me up to 7, and let's go ahead and roll some dice. All right, what do we got? That's 5. That'll be enough. 6, 7, that would be enough to kill him right there. Let's just do it. So teamwork, we got 3 pouches and a fist, so gain 2 support. So 1 support, we'll spend 3 of these to draw a card. What do we get? I get my defense. Finally, I get my defense. Generate another support. Deal 5, 6, 7 defendable damage. That's going to drop him down to 0. And then I will need to take 2 damage as a recourse. All right. And we have defeated Kingpin. All right. So reduce Kingpin down to 0. You win. All compromised government officials are identified and removed from the office. All right, guys. I know that was quick. Pretty sure I played that correctly. I know I made a couple of mistakes, but I believe I corrected all the mistakes. Hope you guys enjoyed the content. All right, guys. Well, look, that concludes our Maggia. I think, is it Maggia or Maggio? Let me see. Let me double check. That concludes our Maggia mission run, taking on Kingpin and his henchmen, playing as Cyclops. Man, Cyclops again was very interesting. He did actually hit pretty hard, which I enjoyed. Definitely a support character. You need him with other characters to really take advantage of a lot of his cards. But look, we survived, man. We are 5, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, we're 5 for 5 right now, guys, with perfection. Tune in next week to see if we can continue and begin 6 for 6. If you guys enjoyed this content, smash that like button, hit that notification bell, comment down below. Are you guys enjoying this content? If I made any mistakes, please go ahead and point them out for me. And as always, guys, if you're not subscribed to our channel, please go ahead and subscribe so we can keep bringing you some more awesome content. All right, guys, have a great one. Bye.